Tape, baby. What's up, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? What's everybody doing this morning? It's 12 o'clock. I don't even know what the day is. Thursday? Is the day Thursday? I don't know. Thursday. I did have if you see the thumbnail, I had let it. Well, let's give it a few minutes for everybody pops in. And then we're gonna go from there. We're gonna do something a little different. We're gonna build something today. I'm gonna give it a few minutes. Ooh. My shoulders, my arms, and my back is sore today, boys and girls. Sore. What's up, Scout? Is it Scout or Scoot? Which one is it? Scout or Scoot? Which one? Scout or Scoot? Which one? Scout would have a U in it, wouldn't it? So it's got to be Scoot. So Scout would be S-C-O-U-T, and Scoot would be S-C-O-O-T. Scoot. Scoot on all the way. Well, I tell you what, this hat right here is getting a fire war out of it. Oh, me. I know in the picture, we're going to give it just a few more minutes. And give it 5 minutes. See who all gets in here, and then I'll go after it. Boy, my shoulders, my back, my triceps, my biceps, my loins, them sun guns are sore today. Well, good deal. Did it come today? When did it come? When did it come? Yesterday or today? Yesterday. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So 5 days. 5 days. So you got, Friday. Yeah, I sent your stuff out Friday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 6 days. 6 days. Yeah, that leather patch, when I ordered those hats, when I picked those hats out and ordered those hats, the company or the lady that done the embroider, the stitch, the first set that she done, I kept those. And then I told her to increase the logo by 8%. So she increased the logo. And then she told me that she was getting into some leather stuff. And she said that that a lot of people wasn't interested in the leather patch because it cost so much to have it done. Because she actually bought another machine. What's up, Ray? She bought another machine to sew that patch on there, and then she had to make. Then she got a leather engraver or something, and she made JG in a leather, and then she burns it, and then she sews it on the hat. So it's about $12 just to put that patch on the hat. And I said, well, heck, let's do a run of them and see what it looks like. So she done a bunch of different colors. Your chat. What? Ray, what are you talking about? Your chat is weird. What are you talking about? You're welcome, Scoot. We're going to give it about 30 more seconds. Your chat. They ain't no telling what Ray's talking about. They ain't no telling. They ain't no telling. Let's see. Yep. So we got something a little different today. I like it. It's not how it's normally. Let's see. Hold on a second. Like it's not how it's normally is I can't see the chat. I don't know. I can't answer. I don't know why. I don't know that. Maybe you have to do like Scoot, go out and come back. I don't know. But it's a little different. I was going to talk about the exhaust on the truck. If you've seen one of my shorts this morning, I went to the parts store. I went to AutoZone. They didn't have it again. I ordered it last Friday, so you got Friday, Saturday it didn't come, then they reordered it, and then it didn't come, and didn't come in. So I had also ordered it at O'Reilly's too, and I normally don't shop at O'Reilly's. Nothing against them. They're right beside each other. One's here and one's here. They within a couple hundred yards of each other. I just always been going to AutoZone. But anyways, I stopped into O'Reilly's, and when I walked in, the store manager there, and he said, "Lord have mercy, the world must be coming to an end. JG has walked into my store." I said, "What's up, man?" He said, "Nothing much, man. What's going on?" I said, "I need a donut gasket for a 86 Silverado 4.3 V6. And he said, pulled it up and he said, "Yeah, I got two in stock." And I said, "Well, I ordered one the other day. I called up here and I ordered one." And he said, "Let me go look." And he pulled it, and it was on the pickup ticket. He said, "Yeah, it's here." And then we got talking about, I seen that they had U-pole body filler, lightweight and regular weight. And it was I think it was like 28. Don't quote me on it because I took a picture of it. It's like $26 or $28 a gallon. And then the lightweight was, one of them was 32 and one was like 28. So let's just say $30 a gallon. And he said, "You use that?" And I said, "No, I actually use 3M Platinum Plus." He said, "Woo, big money." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "I remember buying 3M Platinum Plus, my cost for like $30 and then have to mark it up $30. And he said, "Yeah." He said that they had 1 gallon left of platinum on the shelf. They had been there for like a year and a half. And he said the shops around here, which I don't keep up with the shops around here, they're mostly insurance work. And he said they used to sell it, but they don't sell it no more. So now they sell U-pole. And he said that's what everybody uses, so that's what we carry. And I said, "Yeah." And then we talked about the gallon that was on the shelf. He said he'd make me a deal on it, blah, blah, blah. And then I made the video saying, if anybody's out there using U-pole, drop it down in the comments and let me know, because I have to look. I need to start looking for, look, filler's filler, paint's paint. It's just the quality of resins that they put in it. But I don't want to sacrifice quality for the money. So I don't want to put products that's inferior on vehicles and it's garbage just to save some money, if that makes sense. So I got to do some research. I know the motorcycle guys, I know they use U-pole. So I just have to do some research because 1 gallon of 3M Platinum Plus is like $90. And then my paint store will bring it to me, which is about an hour away. They'll deliver. I don't get a delivery charge because I buy so much from them. But if I order 3M Platinum Plus on Amazon, there's going to be like a $20 service charge because it's chemicals. So you're looking at $110, $115 for a gallon. If I can order 4 gallons, of U-pole for $30. That's $120 for 4 gallons of filler. And then they told me if I set up a commercial account, I'd probably get a little bit better deal. So I don't know, drop it in the comments, but we were gonna do exhaust, but we're not doing exhaust. Let me show you what we're doing. I've moved everything down. I got the last bag, I got it done this morning. But so what we're gonna do this morning is we're gonna build another stand. So this stand here is going to be a little different than that stand. So I noticed when that stand, it's okay. I mean, that's the whole cool thing about this. You know, I took something that was not used, I modified it to use what I needed to use, and then I realized, hey, look, this is not really working out the way I want it to work out. So let's redesign and make another stand. So what's up, Dusty? What's up, Adventure? So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build a stand like this. I'm gonna build a stand like this. These bottom feet are gonna be 36 inches, 36 inches. The upright's gonna be 36 inches and the thickness of the tube. The cross brace is gonna be 36 inches and the thickness of the tube. So I think that's just 2 1/4. So you got 36, 2 1/4, 36 and 2 1/4. So 2 1/4 and 2 1/4 is what? It's $4.50. So that's $4.50. Then you got 36, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 40. So 40 and a half is going to be the outside like that. And then you got the upright, which is 36 plus 2 1/4. So 36, 37, 38, 38 1/4. So the uprights is going to be 38 1/4 from the floor. And then it's going to be 40 and a half left and right. And then the feet are going to be 36 with the upright in the center, which is 18. 18 inches is half of 36. So if you say, well, I do it different. So 36, that's 18. So you got 18 inches in between the upright. Y'all with me? Now, I went ahead and I've already cut everything, and I'm gonna show you. I went ahead and got everything set up, so not wasting no time. All right, so here's this flat plate that I have, and I have a wad of this stuff right here. So this flat plate, and I'm just using what I got, and I'm using scrap, so I don't have to waste none of my good tubing. So this right here is 6-inch wide flat bar. It is about, she is about, I think it's an 1/8 inch thick. Yeah, 1/8 inch thick flat bar. It's 6 inches wide. I cut this stuff 36 inches long. This is tubing from a carport that got blowed over in a hurricane or storm years ago. They asked me to come haul it off. I went and hauled it off. I actually kept all the tin. We build duck blinds out of it. We build deer blinds out of it and out of the metal. But the tubing I left and thrown in the bone pile. You can see where it's ripped. That don't mean nothing to me. So here's the uprights. So I cut the uprights 36 inches, right? Get this thing to zoom, 36 inches. So these are the uprights. And then these are the legs. And the only reason why I'm cutting this one is because this one was already, this one right here is 4 foot. Now, I'd have much rather left the leg 4 foot, but the problem was this one right here was already cut 36 and some change. So I must have cut this one up for something else. I don't know. So I'm going to just take this one and match it with this one. And then we're going to set it up here on this table, and we're going to weld it all together. And remember, this stuff is galvanized. So I'm going to put my sanding pad on there, and I'm going to clean so I got a good weld, because that galvanized it don't like each other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the camera up over there on that side over there and turn it around and face it this way, and then we're going to get up after it. Y'all with me? Y'all with me? So that's what we're gonna do today. So we're gonna make a stand, and like I said, I am going to find something I can set this phone on so it's not sitting on the table, and we'll go from there. It was a little chilly this morning. All right. Hey, the video yesterday did good. What's up, J-Bone from Long Island? Yesterday, the video done good yesterday. Doing the skimming and all that stuff for the body filler, or for the, yeah, you know, y'all know what I'm trying to say. That video did good. I went back and looked at it about an hour after I posted it. It was up to like 6,500 views. So that was pretty cool. It's 37 here. I ain't got a clue what it is right now. So, oh yeah, and something else. I talked to my my sign person, and I measured from the top of the receptacle to the bottom of that board right there. So I measured from the about 3 or 4 inches above that receptacle up to the bottom of that board, and then I measured over. So I told them, I think it's, so that piece of plywood's 4 foot, and then you got that. So I think it's I think it's 8 foot. If you got 4 and then you got that, and then you got that, I think they ended up being 8 foot by 10. So they're gonna make me another banner, and I'm gonna put it as a backdrop. So when I'm doing stuff, it's got it in the background. Let's see, we're gonna set this right here, I guess, so it don't set. We're gonna set it right here, and we're gonna go for it. So, look at this one right here. Essential Mango Live Fit. 0 sugar, 270 grams of caffeine, accelerate. We fitting to get accelerated. Sparkling mango. Let's get after it. Barrel! All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta take my hat off. Don't want to mess it up. All right. These are my old shooting muffs. They are, they're no good, but they still work good for this. These are cut-off wheels from Harbor Freight. This is the cheap ones, and every now and then they'll break out. Like I said, I've already measured this, 36 inches, marked it, put a square on it, squared it up. These are the uprights, and these two are the legs. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one off. So here we go. Oh yeah. And when you're using cut-off wheels, don't hog into it. Let the cut-off wheel do the thing. Now, you're probably saying, hey, ain't you got that chop saw over there? Yeah, I do have that saw, but I need a blade. But most people at home don't have that saw, but you can get you a grinder and some cut-off wheels, and you can do this exact same thing at home with scrap and build you a stand. And if you don't have a welder, you can get tabs, little angle tabs, and get sheet screws, like Tech screws, and screw it together, and it will work too. But we're gonna weld this together. That helps. So instead of just starting off and hogging into it, what I do is I scribe a line that way, and I scribe a line this way. So, and then I just run the line like a railroad track, and I just keep walking it. If I start cutting like this, I might get, now it's not gonna be 100% square anyway, but if I just start cutting, I might not be holding this right. So I'm kind of just scribing a line so I can follow it. Just give you a path, you know, just try to help you out some. stand directly behind the cutoff wheel. All right? For a lot of reasons. You know, some people, this thing don't have a guard on it for one. But some people stand like this right here and try to look. Well, let me show you what happens. You see that blade? You don't see that? You don't see that? See the chunks out of it? These blades are good, but they're cheap. And since they're cheap, they fall apart. And if you don't have a face mask, and you're standing right here, and a piece of that comes off, and it comes back like it's supposed to, I promise you, it's fixing to go in some. So I stand at an edge like that. But if you're running 4.5-inch disc, the guard for this Makita won't let it fit. So now I'm gonna change and put a sanding pad on, and I think these are the feet. Yeah, these are the feet. So since these are the feet, we're going to clean the center. Now you need a mask, dust mask. So what's half of 36? What's half of 36, Ray? 18. But if we put this at 36 or put this at 18, it's not going to be centered. So we need to split the difference. So 18 is the center line. These things are 2 1/4. Right? So what's half of 2 1/4? All right, we'll just break it down. What's half of 2? 1. Ain't that what that is? Yeah, 2 1/4. So what's half of 2? 1. What's half of 1/4? 1/8. So we need to set it back 1 inch and 1/8. So what does that mean? That means that if 18 is the center, we need to set it back 16 7/8. All right? And then we need to set it forward 19 1/8. Right? And that will give you 2 1/4. So that means when I go to set this piece of pipe up, if I put it on the line at 17 7/8, right? And like that, that is the center. That's the center line. But I'm going to clean all this off, so I'll have to remark it anyway. But that's just letting you know. And I'll catch up with the comments once we get to a stopping point. I want to try to stay on task so I don't take up too much time. So, supposed to wear a mask. This stuff is galvanized. All right, let's recap on what we got going on. All right. Let's see. No, the name of this drink. That's the name of the drink. So this is what we've done so far. I cleaned up the edges, and also cleaned up the edges here, because that's where that's going to go, all right? And then I cleaned up the edges there, because that's where these are going to go. These are going to set like this right here. And see, you know, that ain't, I'll have to square these up, and then we'll just have to weld it, right? So that's what we're going to do next, all right? So we're going to put, we'll probably put the uprights on the feet, and then we'll put this piece to here to tie the uprights together. I've already drilled the holes. We'll drill the holes. I've already drilled the holes. These are the holes that bolt to the back. So, all right, I get back to the drink. So this is what I'm drinking today. Essential Mango Tango Live Fit, 0 sugar. Yeah, so I got these today. So let's get after it. So that's what we're gonna do. Ooh. That drink is not good with a cough drop, that's for sure. That is for sure. For sure. For sure. What was I gonna do? Oh, I was gonna turn the welder on. I'm hoping that the welder lead will reach on that side. It should. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can't turn the fan on, because if I turn the fan on, it's going to blow my gas out of the way, and I can't handle that. So we got to make sure we don't weld the wrong one to the wrong one, because then we'll have a problem. So this is the foot, that's the foot, that's the upright, that's the upright. This is the foot, that's the foot, this is the upright. All right, so I got these magnet. I got these magnet squares. We got them at Point 3. They work pretty good, but I tell you what, they pick up the daggone. They pick up. Oh, we got to measure again. Anybody remember what it was? 18 inches the center. We need to set it back 16 7/8, and then we need to set it to 4, 19 1/8. That would be center. Put a center line. Take these little handy dandy things right here. These are uprights. So we got to make sure this part goes inward, right? Now, I got a square, and see, it's not square. It needs to go right there. So I'm gonna bring the camera over there and I'm gonna show you, but y'all can't see over there. And I don't want to throw welding sparks on my phone. I have an Osmosis 3 or whatever, DJ3 or whatever the heck that thing is. But I need a thing. So All right, so these magnets will hold it, but then I got to make sure it's square, right? I mean, we're not building a mansion, but we don't want it to do this, right? We don't want it to wobble. Even though the floor has little pockets, we want to try to make it as level as possible. Now, being level on this table and being level on this 20-year-old concrete is a whole different can of worms, right? And eventually I'll probably put wheels on this too, so for rolling it around. But this is what we got, right? So we got it level this way, right? Now we need to check it level this way, right? And we're not level, right? So it needs to come that way, right? So since it needs to come this way, right? But it won't stay that way because the magnets won't hold it. So what we're going to do, this is what we're going to do. We're going to use the welder to help us. So what I'm going to do after I set the camera back over there, I'm going to pull this over till it touches my square, right? And once it does that, then I'm going to tack it right there. And that tack, that heat of that tack is going to help pull it this way, right? Now, if I had another one of these, a bigger one, I could put it here and pull it up. If this square here was magnetized, it would pull that over, but it's not magnetized, right? And I know firetools.com, they got some. I found them the other day, and they have some cool ass shit, some cool toys, cool toys like this. But this is just like your basic stuff that anybody can buy at Walmart or Harbor Freight or anything like that. So, but yeah, so that's that. So pull this over like that, and then we're good to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go set the camera back up. I'm going to pull this over, and I'm going to tack it again at this corner, and then I'll tack it at this corner. And then I'll take the square and I'll put it on the other side, and I'll make sure she's square this way and this way, and then we'll make sure she's square this way and this way. And then I'll tack it real good, and then we'll do the other one, all right? Hold on a second. What in the hell is going on? Roy, we are building another stand. We're building 2 stands to hold those motorcycle bags. This one was something we made the other day out of scrap just to hold them, but I noticed once I put the bag on that side and the bag on that side, it was hard for me to get in there and spray. And since now it's paint time, I'm gonna paint these things Sunday because it's supposed to be like 75 degrees. I need a stand that isolates them by themselves. So we're gonna build 2 stands, and that's what we're doing. What in the world is going on? Scoot, man, that's awesome, dude. Man, I appreciate that. All right. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. So if you got any questions, like I say, I'm gonna be way over here. If you got any questions, when I come back, I'll go through the comments, and then we will address everything that needs to be addressed. All right. Let's get after it. All right? All right. Let's go, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this down so I can get closer to this welding feed. Y'all still see me? Yeah, y'all still see me. Like I said, I'll come back over here after I get all this tacked, and then we'll go over what happened. Okay. I'm just keeping the phone way over there because Lord knows don't want no welding ball to grab a hold of nobody and jump on no screen because it will bust the glass. Eyeballs. side there, is tacked, and it's pulled it over and it's stayed there. It hasn't went nowhere. So now we're gonna check it this way, and it's pretty good that way for what it is. So now we're gonna tack on this back side, and I'll bring the camera over here and I'll show you, okay? Eyeballs. Eyeballs. I need to adjust my welder just a little bit. She don't like that galvanized. All right. So here's what we got going on. So when you put the square up, it's pretty square on that side. It's pretty square on that side. It's still square on that side. And it should be square on that side, but I mean, it could be the metal, but it's running. I mean, it's not 100% on this side, but this stuff has been beat up. You know what I mean? So that side's good. See, that side's good. That side's good. And that side's good. That side's good. And this side right here, that side right there is a little wonky, but it could be the inconsistent of the metal too. So we don't know, but I can live with that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move these magnets, and I'm gonna give it 2 more tacks on this side and 2 more tacks on this side. And then we're gonna move this out of the way, and we're gonna do the other one. I'm not gonna weld this solid, because once I weld it solid, the heat's gonna make that upright go left or right, because there's nothing there supporting it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna tack that one a couple more times. We're gonna move it to the side. We're gonna repeat the process on this. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put this centerpiece in between right here, so that will tack it all together, and then we'll come back and we'll weld it solid. Okay? We're good? And I'll show you where my welder's set at. So it's set at wire speed is at 70, and my voltage is at 16 gauge. So I'm going to bump it up just a little bit, closer to 14 gauge, and I'm gonna leave my wire speed where that's at. All right. So I'm gonna set this right here away from everything, so we don't wanna bust nothing. And we're gonna keep getting there. All right. So I'm gonna give this one a couple more tacks. We're gonna set it down on the floor, and then we're gonna go to the next one. All right. Don't you tell me. Hold on a second. Got a out of wire. Out of wire. Out of wire, boys and girls. Out of wire. Gotta put some more wire in, so y'all hang tight. Change out the wire. I knew it was getting close. hang tight. Got to change out the wire spool. It's out. It's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. All right. I don't know what in the world's going on. There we go. My liner twisted. I had to fix it. Alright, boys and girls, we almost there. I gotta thread the needle. We're back action. Well, I said we almost in action. Something happened. We might be out of commission. Hope not. Something ain't right. That's what happens. This is what you don't see on TV. You don't see this on television because they cut it out. I mean, like, oh, that didn't take him but 5 minutes to do that. And when realistically, it took him longer because stuff broke and they had to fix it. Somebody said something they wasn't supposed to say. You know, the bloopers. So, you can't show the good without the bad and the ugly. Alright, got that. I got that fixed. Now I gotta fix this other piece. Y'all still with me? We almost there. We almost there. Are we there yet? Are we there yet, Clark? No, Russ, we're not there yet. Are we there yet? All right, let's see what bloopers we got. Oh yeah. Hold on, let me see. Let me see what it says. Yep, we good. Yep, we good. We good. Yeah, it was out of wire. All right. I don't need that. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Where's my other glove? If I don't wear a glove on this hand will smell like bacon when I get done. It smell like bacon. All right, we're back in action. Eyeballs. All right, we're back in action. I had to turn my gas back on. All right. Let's tack this side. Beautiful. We'll set this one over here to the side. We'll do the exact same thing on this one. Split the difference. What we're going for, what's center? 36. What's half of 36? 18. How big's the tube? 2 1/4. So we got to set it back what? What we're setting it back? Split the difference. What's half of 2 1/4? That would be an inch and it'd be 16 7/8 and 19 1/8. That'd be the center line. Everybody's still keeping up. Alright? If everybody's keeping up. Alright, we're going to put this one, make sure shiny part is either away from us or to us. We're going to put it to us. That's where the other one was at. We're going to put these two magnetized squares to hold. And we're going to take this other square, we're going to put it next to the table. We're going to put our welding hood back on, glove back on. And we're going to pull it to us, like we said the first time. And as we pull it to us, we get it square. We're going to tack it. Eyeballs. Look. Something like that. Oh, there we go. Just didn't look right. Eyeball. Do the other side. For some reason. Alright. We're good that way. We're good that way. Tap it. I gotta get a longer lead. Alright, that's that. So now we need to do the upright. So let's think how we're going to do this so y'all can see it. So I could probably take this and clamp it to the table. Probably do this and clamp it to the table, and then me be in the middle. That's what we're going to do. it to the table so you can see. Get some clamps. I mean, because if I put it on the floor and do it on the floor, y'all ain't gonna see it. If you're not gonna see it, they just sense and being live. I gotta get some clamps that go into these holes, but I just hadn't found the ones I like yet. So once I find the clamps that I like, them clamps drop down in them holes and I just clamp it. You know what I mean? But we can do it like this. And then we're gonna put this piece of plate in the center. Alright? We're gonna put it in the center like that. So we need to figure out what center is, right? So what's center? It's 2 1/4, right? It's 2 1/4. Hold on a second. It's 2 1/2 2 1/4 that way. Yeah, 2 1/4 that way. So let's go center. What's half of 2 1/4? What's half of 2? 1. What's half of 1/4? An 8. So an 8. Alright? So we need to put this right there on that line. So let's see what that right there does. Well, she's close. I bet if I get some washers, let me give me some washers. Stack them up underneath there. Put some washers underneath and stack it up. I believe we'll be where we are. I got some of these nuts. Let's see what these nuts are. I got some of these nuts. Let's see what these nuts are. Look at her. Four of them. Look at her. 4 of them bad boys. Is it inching? Is where we need to be. How about that? Alright? Alright, let's take the other leg. Put the other leg right here. Let's fix our clamp. So let's take this piece of tubing so we ain't sitting there trying to fight it. And let's get this clamp. Y'all can't even see me. I gotta move the camera. I apologize. I'll move it. Hold on, then I'll read the comments. Alright, that's good. So what I'm doing is I'm using this piece of drop to get the clamp where I needed to get, because I need to get this up here where it needs to be, and I need to clamp it. See that? And I'm going to take these washers, or take these nuts, stack these nuts underneath here, and that's going to give me my spacing. They got 1, 2, 3 blocks too, but I don't have those. I'm going to get her square. We'll make sure that's square. We'll make sure that's square. So I'm gonna bring y'all over here. We'll turn the welder off. I'm gonna bring y'all over here and I'm gonna show you what we got going on, and then I'm gonna regroup. Good idea with the washers. Just keep it up. All right, so here we go. So, like I said, I just got it tacked. Tack, tack, tack. Tack, tack, tack. Right? So there's my center line, right? So I just took 4 of these nuts, or 2 of them, and that gives me enough spacing, and that right there is an 1/8 inch, and I've done that on both sides. So we'll put that like so. Now, these tubes are not cut straight, right? You see they're they're not cut straight. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna measure from the floor to the bottom and make a mark, and then we're gonna measure on this one from the bottom to the mark, and we're gonna make sure that it's at the same place, right? So let me put this up right here so y'all can see what's going on before I do what's going on. I'm gonna move these. Well, it'll be all right, I can slip through there. All right, so from the bottom, from the top of that, it's 38 and a half, all right? We're gonna measure this one. From the top of this one, it's 38 and 7/16. Remember that, Ray? 38 and 7/16. So it's a 16th off. I mean, we're not building daggone Taj Mahals here, but we want this plate to be square because we don't want her part sitting in our cattywampus. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna split the difference. Well, that ain't but a 32nd. Yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna measure to the bottom of the plate. That's 32 and a half. We're gonna measure to the bottom of that one. That's 30. So what we need to do is we need to bring this one up to 32 and a half. So that's 32 and a half on that one. That's 32 and a half on that one. Now, might have to make it square. So we'll have to measure from the top to the bottom. That's 52. We're gonna measure from the top to the bottom. That's 53. So that's an inch out of square. That ain't gonna work. So we're gonna have to split the difference. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna weld this side or tack this side, get this side square so we know all this is square, and then we're gonna work with this side. Because if you try to work with both sides at the same time, you're gonna run yourself to death. You're gonna run yourself ragged. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna measure from the floor, and I'm gonna show you. We're gonna measure from the floor to the top. That's 38 and a half, okay? All right, it's 38 and a half. We're gonna make sure she's square. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and tack that so it don't move, and then I'll get y'all back on. I'll get to show you. All right, my phone's right there, so I'm hoping no welding balls jump over there to it. So y'all just hang tight. Throw it on the ground, why don't you? All right. All right. So this is what I did. I just tacked it. Yeah, nuts are different than washers. When I got over there on the table, I had a bunch of nuts, so I grabbed them too. So I got that tacked. So what I'm gonna do is, since this tube is longer, I can't do that. So what I'm gonna do is I measured. Come on, girl. I measured from the bottom to the bottom. So that's 32 and a half. So what I'm gonna do on this side, I'm gonna do the exact same thing. So I'm gonna measure. So right there, see, it's 30. So we're going to have to move this up to 32 and a half. So I'm going to have to put the camera up. Just hold tight. Thirty-two and a half. 52 and a half. 52 and a half. All right, so let me show you what I did. So I measured from the top of that. So we're gonna make sure it's square, right? So measure from there to there. It's 52 and, well, it's actually right there, 52 and a half, right? So if I measure from this one to this one, all right? Hold on. Right there. Can't see it because it won't focus. Right there, 52.5. So it's square, all right? So, and I got that marked right there. So I'm gonna move the camera. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move the camera a little closer so maybe y'all can see. And I'm hoping nothing don't jump up. There we go. All right, all right, all right. So let's recap what we did. So let's measure in between here, 36. So it's 36 this way. So if you want to figure out what center line is, you can measure outside to inside, right? And then we go from there. So that right there is 36 inches on the inside. We measure from that corner to right there to the edge is 52.5. And then we measure from the corner of this one to right here, that's 52.5. And then we measure from the bottom to the bottom of the plate is 32.5. And then we measure on this side from the bottom to the bottom, from the bottom to the bottom of the plate on that side is 32.5. It might be off a 16th plus or minus, and I can live with that. I mean, like I said, we're not building a Taj Mahal. We're building a daggone stand out of recycled material, right? So I'm gonna tack it 2 or 3 good times on this side and tack it 2 or 3 good times on that side, and then we're gonna burn it in. Eyeballs. I don't know what it will look like on the camera if I videotape that welding. I don't know what it'll look like, but you know what? I'll try it. I'll try and see what it looks like. All right. What's up, Jonathan? Hey, that's a good video yesterday in that F100. That's a good video. And I think my eye spied a JG hat. All right, so I don't know how this is gonna work. I'm gonna try to tack weld. So this is what we're gonna do. Let me show you what we're gonna do. I am going to try to weld a tack one-handed with the welder in one hand and the phone in the other hand, and let's see what we can do. All right, let's see if we can do multitask. And let's make sure a welding ball don't jump back and hit this screen because Apple's gonna have to replace it. So here we go, big dog. All right, so I'm not looking at the phone, I'm looking at the camera, I'm looking at the welder. So here we go, let's see if we can do this one-handed. Eyeballs. That's all right there. That's all right. All right, let's do this side over here. One-handed, one-hand banded. Let's see what we can do. All right. Let's see if we can do it one-handed. Y'all ready? Trying to get it so y'all can see it. Y'all ready? Eyeballs. It's a little hinky because I'm doing it one-handed, but I mean, I don't think that's too bad there, Lucille. I don't think that's too bad one-handed. At least y'all got up there close. Y'all got that POV. All right. So let's see if I set the camera back up. Let's see if I can get it where y'all can see. So this is what we're gonna do right here. I'm gonna set it right there, and then I'm gonna try to weld everything, okay?
How long we been on here? 69 minutes. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Let me finish this up here, and then I gotta slide this thing over so I can get that right there, and then I'll have to readjust the camera. Eyeballs. Can y'all see? Oh yeah, y'all can see. Eyeballs. Y'all see them galvanized cattails floating around trying to get up Jay's nostrils? Eyeballs. Boy! I might have to bring y'all over here to look at that. I think I got it dialed in. Lucy, I'm home. Ooh, boys and girls, look at that right there. I'm not gonna weld that solid because once I do the other side, galvanized, man, I'm telling you, it's a booger, boy. It don't like it. It don't. It don't like it. It don't like it when it puts the heat to it. All right, we're gonna flip her over. We're gonna flip her over and we're gonna do the other side. Make sure that you are not grabbing the part that's hot. I gotta go. Y'all probably saying, Jay, that looks awful wobbly. It does, don't it? But you know what? We got a plan for that too. We got a plan for that, boys and girls. What's the plan? We're gonna put another piece right here at the bottom. That's right. We're gonna put, because if I had to put that piece there, I wouldn't be able to work on it. Eyeballs. Well, that side turned out nice. Y'all see that? I'm not breathing. I ain't breathing. Choo choo. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, let me show you. Then we're going to cut a piece for the bottom. Damn, we call it. We see this. Y'all see the cattails floating? They're trying to get me. They're trying to get me, ain't they? They're trying to get me. All right, look at here. Boy, look at that right there. Boy. Now, see that little air bubble right there? That's where I didn't let the gas purge out. But that right there, I can live with that all day, every day. I can live with that. You see right there where the galvanized, bust that? Apprentice welds. Jonathan Chandler. You know, hey, Jonathan Chandler, there's 10,000 comedians that's trying to be funny and they out of work every day. You trying to be a comedian. Hey. Yep. So that's that. So now we're gonna cut a piece. I never weld a day in my life, brother. Just teasing. Hey, I know. I'm just man. Hey, look, I'm giving it back, baby. I'm giving it back. I'm giving you the same energy you're giving me. I didn't take no offense for it. My skin's tough, buddy. Man, I didn't cross the equator 3 times. They call this a leatherback, baby. It's all good. Hey, it's all good. Let's set this camera back up and hey. If we didn't have that little upset a while ago where the daggone welder run out of wire, we'd already be done. We'd have this thing whipped. Jonathan, we'd have this thing whipped. Hey, Jonathan Chandler, you know what? You like a blister, man. You showed up after the work's done, baby. All right, let's cut one more piece. Let's see what I got. Them cattails, man, we're going to turn the fan on. They're trying to get up my nose. All right, so we need a 36-inch piece, right? So you're probably wondering why I didn't weld down on this side right here is because I'm going to cap. I'm going to put a leg in between the two, and I'm going to tie the leg into this and the bottom over there. So we need a 36-inch piece. So I need to find out if I got a 36-inch piece of drop. So y'all just hang tight. Let me look outside in the bone pile. Y'all talk amongst yourselves, and I'll be right back. Don't leave me now. I found a piece. I found a piece of 1.5 by 1.5 by 1.5, 16 gauge wall. Let's see how long she is. She is 48.5, and we need her 36. Man, I tell you what, I'll be glad when everything gets set up in here where I don't have to get some vehicles out of here. Y'all can't see it. So we're going to cut this 36. But since we're cutting it 36, we're not cutting the line because we cut the line. If you cut the line, it's going to be short. How much short is it going to be? It's going to be the thickness of the blade. And then that's where she's going to be at. Hold on, let me fix the camera. Let me adjust the camera for you. Let me adjust the camera. There we go. Because we got Jonathan in here, Jonathan Chandler. We got the supervisor in here. We got to make sure we're doing everything copacetic. You know, I'd hate for him to write us up. You know, I'd hate for him to write us up. I hope. Hey, I'm glad you're here, man. It's all fun. They ain't nothing. Hey, they ain't nothing on. They ain't. We all having a good time, man. We all having a good time. So it's all nothing but fun. Hey, ain't nothing but a little bit of horseplay. As long as it's fun, you know. I think UPS or FedEx is here. Somebody just blowed the horn, but that'll be all right. Gotta get my safety glasses. Gotta get my elbows. We're gonna cut this off, and then we're gonna fix it. Ready? That's that. We're gonna clean the rust off. We don't have to, but if we clean the rust off, it'll weld a little better. All right, I'm gonna bring you over here and show you what we're gonna do. All right, let me catch up. All right, so this is what we're doing. So that's why I didn't weld. That's why I didn't weld this solid. Now I'll come back and weld this solid because it's on the outside. The reason I didn't weld this solid on the inside is this reason right here. Because if I run a weld bead all the way down there and then I try to put that flat, it's not gonna fit. See what I'm saying? Right? So if I welded a bead there, then that would not be setting flat. It'd be setting on the weld. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this tube right here, right? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mark it, and then I'm gonna show you. Now, does everybody do it this way? No. Is this the right way to do it? I don't know. It's just the way I do it. So let me show you. So I'm gonna put this piece of tube up here, all right? I'm just gonna eyeball it. All right? I'm gonna eyeball it. So that's where the tube's going, right? But if I weld all the way around the edge, that piece in there, so when I put this tube up there and I weld it, this is gonna tie this into this, this into this, this into that, and that into that, right? Tuning fork. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put a good tack. I'm gonna tack it probably from here to here. I'm gonna weld a tack right there. All right? Just for me, right? And then the thickness of the material is gonna run around that perimeter, and then I'll weld it solid. I'll do that on both sides. Make sense? Does that make sense? If it don't make sense, raise your hand and we'll make it make sense. Got to clean the galvanize off on this side. We just about got it whipped, boys and girls. All right, got that side done. All right, now I'm going to carpentry all the way. I don't know what that means, but sounds good. All right, so I'm gonna tack it. I can't put my phone on the table because it sucked the metal up in the daggone speaker. That's what happened to the other phone. All right, so I'm gonna tack this bottom. Can't see with them daggone glasses on. That side's done. Eyeballs. All right, I'm gonna show you what I just did. All right, so right there. So I just tacked it in the middle, right there, right? And I tacked it in the middle right there. Now, do you have to do that? Is it probably overkill? Is it probably redundant? It's okay. That's just the way I'm doing it, right? All right, so now, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put this in here like so. Well, I said we was. Hold on a second. Now I know I cut that sun gun 36 inches. Oh yeah, she's 36 on the money. We're gonna have to regroup. Hold on. I'm gonna have to get ugly with it. Hold on. Hold on. Let me move the phone out some. Yeah. .36 and 36. But we're gonna make it work. Y'all just hang tight. Y'all still see me? I need to back it up some. I look like I need to back it up. All right, hold up. All right, so I'm gonna tack this side, top and bottom, or excuse me, top. Then I'm gonna tap this side in because it's tight. And the bottom of these rails is tucked in just a little bit. Just due from heat and stuff. That's all right. It ain't nothing a little persuader can't help. Just about got this bad boy whipped. Why does that thing keep falling off? It's scared. There we go. Eyeballs. All right. She got a little spring in her pipe. You know what? Eyeballs. All right, boys and girls, let's double check and make sure we didn't get it all out of craziness. 36 on the money. Let's make sure we're still square. I mean, it don't really matter, does it? 52 and a half. 52 and a half. We still good. So I'm gonna tack it at the bottom first. And I'm gonna tack it at the bottom on this side. Now I got all three corners tacked. Now I'm gonna do the inside. All right, that side's tacked. That side's tacked. Can't go nowhere. Now we're gonna burn it in. Eyeballs. All right, we're gonna go to this side so that side don't get too much heat. All right, that side's done. Now we're gonna do the bottom. All right, now we're gonna do the bottom. All right, now we're gonna stand her up. Make sure you don't grab nothing that's hot. Eyeballs. Do this side. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, it's auto darkening. I don't know. It's just auto. It's let's see. Damn cattails trying to get me. All right, let's let's recap what we got. So, I have a Harbor Freight instead of round 7 to 9 is good. I mean, I see one problem that I didn't catch. This tube must have been bent. That tube must have been bent. You see that? But it's okay. The wheels will take up for that. I'll shim the wheels up when I get some wheels from Harbor Freight. So it is what it is. But this leg right here, she's flat. And I guess I should have caught that, but I didn't. See? And the reason why is because that's where the upright was when it got blowed over, so it twisted that. But nevertheless, no big deal. Once I put a wheel on it, I'll just shim it. I'll level it up on a wheel. 7 or 8 is good. But nevertheless, there's a stand. We welded all that, and I have to weld this back side, but I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get it off the table and set it on the floor. We're gonna set it on the floor and look what we made. All right, boys and girls, you ought to be happy. You ought to be. See, it's not that bad on the floor. See, look at it. It's these two. If I would have known these tubes were bent and put bent on bent, it wouldn't have done that. But that's okay. Hey, it's all right. Once I put the wheels on it, I can shim it up. But right there, boys and girls, we built a stand. So now, the way it'll work is we will take the tubes that we made the other day and we will bolt them here with those tubes sticking out, and then the bag will sit right here by itself, and I can get all the way around it. I can actually get right here and I can paint this way, and I can get right here and I can paint this way. And I can get all the way, I can walk all the way around it. It's not going nowhere. I mean, other than that right there, but what's expected, I mean, it's bent. I mean, I built a bunch of stands out of this bent tubing right here. Now, I have brand new 2.5 and 2 inch tubing. I got several 20-foot sticks, but I didn't want to waste that building these stands, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's all good, right? So I'll take a cut-off wheel and I'll cut these sharp edges off so you don't get cut, and I will weld that right there. But boys and girls, y'all are to be happy with yourself. Y'all are to be happy. You know, today's episode, we built a stand. This is the second stand we've built live. The first one was this one right here that we cut up an old table and used this one, which just worked out great. But it suited the purpose, but we just learned that it suited the purpose, but we need to do something different. So that's what we did. So now what'll happen is these right here will go in there like that. These right here will go on there like that. And then we'll bolt the bag on, and then the bag will be off the panel, and then we'll be good to go. So I've been looking at the new Miller hats. They got a new one that the whole face, let me show you. The whole face all the way down is open. I mean, you only got, 2.5 fingers open. And see this thing, that's it. That's all you can see out of. Now, they have some new ones that the whole face of it all the way down is open. So I'm looking at one of those. But hey, what y'all think? Drop down in the comments. Y'all think that's a success? I think we did good. I mean, for 99 minutes. So for an hour and a half, everybody was with us, and we built another stand. Other than the little hiccup with the welder, other than that, we're good to go. Now, if I wasn't on camera, I could probably build this stand in 30, 45 minutes by myself. Big face masks were super nice. Oh, yes, they are. They are. They are. So I appreciate every single one of you. Let me know what you think. And I'm going to clean my mess up. And I'm probably going to go in here and eat me some smoked salmon. No, I got some smoked mackerel. I'm going to go in here and eat some sardines in a can. Yeah. So I appreciate you, boys and girls. I might go live this afternoon on the exhaust here if I get some parts. Well, I got the parts. They supposed to order O'Reilly's ordered me a 2-inch 90, and they said it would be here at 1 o'clock. And he just texted me, a number just texted me and said, your parts are here. So I don't know if it's O'Reilly's or somebody else. But never again, thanks again for teaching. Hey, I'm going to try to give y'all something every time that's constructive or something of that nature to go from there, so you can go from there. Also, I talked to a guy last night, and he said that they had some 6-inch pipe. So if I can get some 6-inch pipe, he's going to let me know tonight at the gym. Well, I'm not going tonight. He's going to let me know if they got some 6-inch pipe. If they do, we're going to build a pipe anvil. So, and then my buddy's coming over tomorrow, and he is bringing his porta-band and some stuff, and we're going to cut that piece of railroad iron up right there, and we are going to make an anvil out of that. And I might end up putting it on this stand right here. This is an old vise. It don't even have no teeth on it no more. But might put it on that right there. I don't know yet. We'll just have to see. So, yeah, and I appreciate you. I really do. And I got to get a little bit more organized on my table. But, you know, this truck's taking up a bunch of space too. So I'm hopefully to have the exhaust button up in the next couple of days and get it out. And I tell you what, I don't know if it's because I was welding, and I'm going to go get a daggone haircut today too. I got to go get tightened up. Yeah, I knew it was warm. It says it's 70 degrees in here. Daggone, boys. All right, boys and girls, I appreciate you. Jeffrey Bates, appreciate you joining. Hey, drop down in the comments. Hit that like button, hit the share button. Let's get those numbers up. And again, I appreciate everybody that wished me a happy birthday. I really do. I really appreciate it. You know, and I don't know if you seen my picture earlier or my short earlier giving some motivation. Make sure y'all go watch that little motivation thing. That might help y'all out. And oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all serious on that yeehaw thing, ain't you? I don't even know where the hat's at. Let me get this rag. I'm gonna have to get this thing trademarked. Y'all probably don't know the TV show Yeehaw. Who remembers the TV show Hee Haw? Who remembers the TV show Hee Haw? I bet Jeffrey Bates remembers the TV show Hee Haw. You remember the TV show Hee Haw? Do you remember it? Yeah, you seem like the one. You seem like the one. You might remember what the TV show Hee Haw was. Hee Haw. Ray, you too? Yep. All right, boys and girls, let me get my yeehaw voice. Y'all put me on the spot. All right, boys, here we go. Yeah! Remember what I said, boys and girls, don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch while sweeping off anybody else's. Put God first, let loose and drag. Peace, some chicken grease, I'm out.